This podcast is brought to you in partnership with Pulltab Sports. Check them out at pulltabsports.com and on your favorite social media platforms at Pulltab Sports.
Maverick fans, welcome to this week's episode of Chattin Mavericks, the official fan podcast of all things Maverick hockey.
What's up, Maverick Nation? You know, with all the ups and downs this season, I don't think anyone really knew what to expect from this weekend. If anything, probably a coin flip, right? We swept them there, or they swept us there. We swept them here. No one really knew what to expect. But I don't think anyone expected the Mavs to do what they did on Saturday night. I mean, absolutely incredible. Mavs score a touchdown and the PAT against Tech, sending them right back to Mason Cup, back-to-back Mason Cup championship games for the Mavs here. Rematch is coming up from last season as the Tommies beat the Augies as well. So we're here on another Monday night edition of the show. So we're going to try to keep this one relatively short. No guests this week, but I'm joined by the full crew, full time here. Chad, we'll throw it right to you, man. How the heck are you? You made it home.
Man, I made it home. Holy smokes. What a weekend though. We had an absolute blast up at the state tournament. I'll just run through it real quick.
Yeah.
Got up there Thursday, went straight to the banquet, basically. That was incredible experience. All the teams there, all the parents, everybody just kind of had a good time talking about our seasons. The boys from each team got up and spoke. And then got to talk to some of the Mankato people, got to say hi to Darren Blue and Sherry. And then saw Brecky and DeSutter and those guys and got to say hi to them over the weekend. That was great. They had a great weekend. They finished third. Shout out to the Mankato Bantam A team. They put on a good performance. Took third in state. It was great to see.
Did Warroad win?
Yeah, they smoked everybody. I think they beat us 9-1. I think they I'm gonna be wrong, but they beat Mankato like 7-2, maybe.
It's a familiar
I think
score.
that's right. And then they beat Thief River in the championship 7-2.
Jeez.
They just rolled.
How are they not a
everyone.
AA?
That's an excellent question. I was wondering the same thing. Fantastic team, great kids, great fans. Like they didn't do ridiculous sellies or showboat or do anything. They were there to win a championship, and that's exactly what they did.
They're one of those teams where they know they're the best and just don't show it, or that they're just like, that's just a business.
At the same time, if you're gonna walk around with Hockeytown USA on every single thing you're wearing, you might want to consider having a Bantam AA team. I mean, maybe something to think about. Back-to-back state champions. I don't know. It is what it is. Congrats to them. Everybody knew they were going to win. They were just a fantastic hockey team. But overall, the weekend was just amazing. Perfect way to go out. Like I said before, we were playing with house money. Like we were just enjoying every second of that. And didn't really play great against Minneapolis. Lost 5-2. Took way too many penalties, and that was it for us. So we tore it up Saturday night. Our little team party.
Yeah,
that hotel.
I know.
That hotel staff hated us.
I got home from the bar and I was snapping Austin and I was like, "Where's Big Bang?" He goes, "Here, Big Bang."
Oh man, did we have a good time?
And then your drive home
Sunday. I mean, it wasn't too bad until we got to Maple Grove-ish, St. Cloud-ish, Maple Grove. And then things started to get bad. But we were driving just past Fergus, and I was like, "What is that up ahead?" And we get closer and closer, and firefighters are putting out a coach bus that was just completely charred.
It was Tech on the way back.
Front to back. Well, I honestly, when I drove by it, I was like, did one of these teams take a charter bus up and something happened? Like, I've never seen that before. It was burnt to a crisp. I didn't think much else of it until today when I was on Twitter and I saw that it was Bert Kreischer's tour bus that caught fire. And I was like, holy crap. Like, Imagine if we pulled up at the right time and Bert Kreischer was looking for a ride home. That would have been the story of my life if I gave
That would
Bert
have been
Kreischer
insane.
a ride back to the cities. Oh, man, that would have been cool. But, yeah, great weekend. Had a blast. Unbelievable season. Now we
Nice.
focus on the Mavs.
That's right. So Juts, before we hand the floor over to you to check in quick,
Yeah.
I have several requests for you to stand still and keep your microphone in one spot this episode. So if we could do that.
Stand still is not going to happen.
I mean, you are doing anything but dialed into this podcast right now. So do you have okay, do you have anything to say, or should we just get on with the show here? How are you?
I'm living life, man.
Okay.
Fuck the haters. That's all I gotta say. If you don't like it, don't tune in.
Well, they can't hear you, so they actually enjoyed it very much. So is what I was hearing.
Yeah, and also don't listen to that. Please tune in. Please.
We need help.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, it was a good weekend. Watching
Great
Tech
weekend.
lose is always fun. Ended up at American Legion. That was fun. In the middle of a
Sports
blizzard,
troops.
walking on the middle of what is that road? Like the main road in North Cato, because there's the bridge is closed, so there's no cars coming. It was kind of therapeutic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's one way to take advantage of the construction. No, I'm with you. Not much to report.
Oh yeah.
What a
Not gonna report on
weekend
it?
for the Mavs. What a weekend for the Mavs. Absolutely incredible. So, got some news that we can just jump into. Recording on Monday, obviously we get to touch on a couple more of these, which is kind of nice actually. But Evan Murr named all CCHA first team. No surprise there. Alex Tracy and Tristan Lemire on the second team. Obvious snub if you ask me, but congrats to those guys. Yeah, take a note at who's still playing here and get back to us. But anyway, Evan Murr, D-Man of the year. So kind of, being on the first team, you kind of expected that to come, and it was. So congrats to Evan Murr. That's two-time career defenseman of the year in the CCHA for Evan Murr. So, and then just to, continue the Murr glazing, Murr D-Man of the week and Tristan Lemire forward of the week this week. So,
did Bartoszewicz get goaltender of the week?
No, Bartoszewicz did not get goaltender of the week.
Bartoszewicz won the Mavericks a hockey game. He should have gotten goaltender of the week.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I don't know, Chad, you got anything on those news hits there?
I mean, obvious homer. I don't get how they must have gone purely on stats. I thought
Yeah.
I mean, sure, whatever. But Kotai's done. Tracy's not. Like he said last year when he got hosed for all the awards he didn't win that he deserved. He was more interested in winning. So hopefully he's still that way this year. And but geez, come on, Don, get it together over there. What are you guys doing? Making us look bad.
Yeah, I don't get it. And I want to say Tracy had more games played than Kotai too. Maybe by one or two. So I mean, if you want to really put that in,
Kotai didn't play the weekend after he got back from the Spangler Cup at all.
Yeah, and I think there were a couple of games early in the year that he might have missed as well. Could be wrong on that. Don't watch Kotai's.
Kotai played 35. Tracy played 37.
And Tracy's going to be playing a few more here coming up. So
games that I've watched, Kotai's just been so shaky, and he gives up rebounds, and then they tap that 4 times at his pad. And those are 4 shots on goal that shouldn't have happened if you're just a good goaltender and catch the puck right.
Yeah.
And then that overtime game winner against Tech that hit him in the shoulder and legitimately went through him.
Yeah.
Doesn't it always seem that when Tracy wins an award or when he loses an award, it's because somebody's stats were better. And when Tracy wins award, people are like, he hardly did anything. He doesn't face enough shots, or they come up with some bullshit excuse.
The shots aren't good enough because it's
CCHA
or
It was
Tracy got a lot of that last year too, though.
Yeah, you're right. Like it wasn't to Drydo's level, but they say that about Tracy when he does win stuff, and then when he doesn't, they'll say, "Oh, Kotai's stats are better."
Yeah.
whatever. It is what it is. I'm trying to learn from Tracy on how to be a better human being, so I'm just going to move past it and just focus on winning.
You gotta do what Ryan Whitney does on Chicklets. He's like, I love you. I love you. I love you. I know you hate me, but I love you. Yeah, I mean, totally agree, Chad. I hosed, he's been hosed before on awards, and hopefully
Yep.
the whole I care about winning more than anything thing is, I think that's obviously still there because it came out this weekend in big fashion. I don't know, guys, not a ton more. Is there any other news I missed or
Luciano Wilson got his first professional goal.
Attaboy,
okay?
Luch.
Yeah.
Shout out friend of the pod,
Signed with the Solar
Love
Bears.
Luch.
the Solar Bears.
That's
Attaboy,
awesome.
Luch.
That's where
Okay.
Tony Fulmer and there was one other DC. There's one other guy there too. Tony Fulmer was a
Okay.
defenseman at Bemidji last year.
Okay, that sounded
Yeah.
familiar.
One other CCHA guy is there. I'm trying to remember who. It'll come to me.
Okay.
It's not important.
Hell yeah! All right, good little nugget there. You guys good to talk about the series though? I've been itching to talk about this game since Saturday night, since it was over. Let's do it though. Let's talk about this past weekend, brought to you by Play It Again Sports Mankato. Odds are, if you're listening to this podcast, not only do you love Maverick hockey, you might even play a little bit, or at least have some kids that do. Play It Again Sports is your one-stop shop for all your hockey gear needs, whether it's brand new twig for your kid or a used cup for your Tuesday night beer league. Play It Again Sports Mankato has you covered. Not a hockey player? Well, we'll be nice today. You're still a loser, but Play It Again Sports has everything else you might need for your other winter sports, whether it's hitting the slopes or shooting hoops. And after all this freaking snow we got, the slopes are probably good for another week. So if you wanted to if you got to get started or you need something, they're gonna have it for you. So, these guys have been around for 25 years, huge supporters of Maverick hockey. They got every banner from the past 10 years in there, from every award we've ever won. And they're going to make sure you get top dollar for your trade. And check them out at 1668 Madison Avenue in Mankato, Minnesota. Guys, this weekend, I mean, what a game for the Mavericks. Completely, I don't want to say out of left field, but it felt like all the problems that we felt like could have been easily solved in terms of scoring and offense, whatever, minus the power play, were finally solved this weekend. I mean, it was just absolutely incredible. I'll just run through the game a little bit, and we got 7 goals to cover, so bear with me. But after that, I'll throw it to you guys and just open up the floor. But I mean, the game kind of starts out with the Huskies get a few good chances, in those first 5 minutes, and Tracy had to stand call a couple of cross crease, sliding over saves that he had to be solid on early. And after that, about the 15-minute mark, Zeddy, he kind of goes down, digs a puck out of the corner, quick pass over to Somo, who gets it, does kind of like he could have shot, but he didn't because there's kind of a D-man in the way, and he does like a spinorama 360 no-scope kind of looking thing, and goes off, it slides in between the post and Bardo's skate and goes in right on the ice. Just a really neat looking goal. So that gets some Mavs going, and then right before the 8-minute mark, the Mavs get rewarded for some good zone pressure. Started with a great keep up of the blue line by Berge. Murr sends it in on the net, gets clogged up, and Waddy gets a stick on it to kind of nudge it past Bardo, and then as it's going in, definitely would have gone in, but Tristan gets kind of the insurance tap in there to make sure it gets over the line. So I don't know if it was a good call for it was a good call for Tristan to make sure that went in. Probably would have got there without his help, but nonetheless, that's 2 shots on 2 goals at that point, so we'll take it. And not long after that, another minute of a minute plus of sustained zone time, a couple of chances, winning puck battles behind the net. Wheels kind of lets one fly, and Luigi tips it home through Waddy. So Wheels shot it, Luigi tipped it, and Waddy had the screen. So just another great team effort right in front of Bardo, and the 3-0. I mean, it's just incredible. Did have to kill a penalty there to end the first period, or about 4 minutes left, but going to the second or first intermission up 3-0, just absolutely hell of a start. 5 minutes into the second, Tristan comes over the blue line, uses a Tech D-man and a screen, lets one rip from just outside the circle and beats Bardo over the blocker. 4-0 Mavs. Looked very similar to that one that Samoza had in Bowling Green, where he kind of stepped over the blue line, just let her go. That was a really good looking goal. Tech does get a goal in the second. Tracy thought the puck was kind of coming out his blocker side, and then Lepa kind of goes for the wraparound, and then it banks off. I think it was Morik's stick right there. So kind of a funky goal. But at that point it's kind of whatever. Game felt pretty in control at that point. But Tech definitely kind of brought it in the second. Maybe controlled play a little bit. But I mean, another great team effort goal with about 7:30 left to go in the second. Again, ozone pressure just leading to a few chances, and really, really nice Reed Morik play, just in between the legs off like a spinorama shot from Scholl that just went wide, came right back to Reed. Just a that was if you haven't seen it, go watch the highlight, because it just an incredible stick skill goal. So at that point, 5-1 Mavs. LaBelle gets the Mavs 6th goal off a really nice play from Soupy, walked down the ice and just kind of waited out the Tech D-man and got an open passing lane where he kind of shot past it in, and LaBelle literally just had his stick on the ice, backhand, waiting for it, didn't have to move, and banked it in. And absolutely, just running, just the Mayo's buzzing at this point, right? The game's electric. It's absolutely on fire. And then the last goal, and I'll throw it right to you guys. I mean, not long after that, I think it was just over a minute. I mean, like I said, the Mayo just absolutely going nuts. Stender forces a really nice turnover at the Husky blue line, big hit,
Huge hit.
Open ice hit, and it basically just coughs it right up to Reed Morik. Gets a short breakaway. Didn't have a ton of time to think about what he was going to do, but just snipes. Bardo can't make a save sketch, to quote Jutz's tweet from from that night. That ends Bardo's night. Manzella comes in, actually plays pretty decent, made a couple of big saves. That game could have been 10-2. I mean, they had some big saves. Then we got to see their third goaltender. Lee came in, got to see all three goaltenders. Husky they got one more on the night, but who really cares?
Yeah.
I'll sell all three tech goalies. I'll shut up. That was a lot of goals to cover there, guys. So,
what we're not talking about is their coach. What coach sees like 4 goals on 7 shots and says, "Yeah, this is the goalie I want to keep in the game"?
Yeah, elimination game.
Anyone with eyes could see Bardo did not have it. Like, Bardo was uncomfortable all night. Like, from that first goal, Bardo was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
There's no way. I don't know how you give him 7 goals, let alone I would have pulled him after 3. Joe Sean would have probably murked him after 1. But I just don't understand. Like, Mozzarella is a good goalie sitting on that bench, and he kind of carried them last year towards the end of the year, and then this guy comes in and just says, "Nah, Bardo's my guy," and then 7 goals on 11 shots later, we finally get to see Manzella. So,
yeah,
I mean, if the portal's open, buddy. But
who you want? You're saying you want Manzella?
I don't want Bardo. Yeah. Manzella.
Yeah, I was gonna say I hope you're not saying you want Bardo after we put up a touchdown on him. But
no. But it was actually pretty cool to see Lee, because I'm pretty sure he's just a local kid that they needed help.
I think that's him. Yeah.
He got in just to play, so he could play for Tech.
I think he made a save. He did make one save.
Right off the face-off, right into his glove.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't see that coming. I remember Steve was just like, "Fuck this guy." So like half 2 seconds, like, "I'm not sitting down every time we scored. Every time we score or shoot, it goes in. My legs hurt."
Steve called like every goal we scored.
Yeah.
He's like, "How about another?" Reed goes in on a breakaway and scores. It was like that happened at least 3 times. It was absolutely. I would point to him like, "That's all you, Steve. That's all you." Like it was insane.
He's like, "Guys, I think Big Bag needs the seats next week." And I was like, "Nah, Steve, you're the good luck charm. Big Bag can figure it out."
Steve's the man. There's very few people like Steve at a Mavericks game. He's I've been going to Mavs games with him for 20 years. He's unbelievable.
He's having so much fun.
Yeah, Steve's a blast.
Everyone was having fun that night. Easy.
Yeah, except for the 5 Michigan Tech fans over in the corner.
I bought them beers. I was nice.
Yeah,
felt bad.
you bought a beer. That's all you did.
The of
I
age
felt
ones.
Yeah, the of age ones.
No, of course, of age. Of
Yeah,
age
yeah.
Tech
Let's
fans
throw
that
that out there because the Mayo's been cracking down on that this year.
they have
But
been.
but yeah, I mean, not to like be a Debbie Downer, but
Okay.
who thinks I think we kind of got outplayed.
There were, I mean, in
There
the
were moments
second,
where we got
yeah,
the
in the
second we kind
second,
of got outplayed and
yeah.
we scored 4 goals.
Yeah, I know. I don't disagree. Like, there's times in the second where Tech looked like the better hockey team, and then I'd say
like
the rest of the game.
first 5 minutes, if Tracy wasn't standing on his head, this would have been a totally different conversation.
And granted, maybe a 7-minute stretch in the second. Like, it wasn't a lot of it.
There was a lot of time where I'm like, this does not look like it should be 5-0 right now. Like, this team, or 5-1 right now. Like, this team is putting pressure on us. And, like, I was sitting there, like, at, 3-0. I'm like, I'm still kind of scared.
Chad, what do you got?
Well, first of all, not a great night to bet the under.
Did you?
It's Mankato Tech in a semifinal tournament
What was
game.
the under?
5.5.
What was the line?
Oh, I would have bet the under.
I would have bet the under
I thought that was a lock.
Yeah.
I thought that was guaranteed money. And the Mavs took the over by themselves, and it wasn't even close. So just, I mean, lost some money there, but I mean, what? Obviously, we wanted the Mavericks to win the game, and we needed that to kind of get the vibes going. But the only way that could have been better is to blow them out like that, where the fans are going nuts. The team has time to enjoy it. I like, to Jutz's point earlier, like, maybe they did get outplayed, but at the same time, at some point in the game, does the strategy shift to like, I don't want to say call off the dogs, but like, let's make sure we don't get some injuries. Let's make sure.
The third period, we totally slowed down for sure.
Well, I think, the big thing in the second where we're kind of like, felt like we maybe have got outplayed. Granted, we scored 4 goals that period after scoring 3 in the first.
Yeah.
But the shots were 12-5 in the second period in favor of Tech.
Exactly. So
we scored 4 goals on 5 shots in the second period, which is
like
insane.
if you look at the stats from the game without looking at the score, you would think Mankato lost.
Mm-hmm.
And we won by 5.
Yeah, I mean, shots were 25-21 in favor of Tech.
I think like me and Cam were on that little like spaces thing after the game with Jared, and the last thing Jared said before he gave us the mic is he goes, "I thought Bartoszewicz would be the reason for the win," and I said, "Yeah, they were.
He was.
They were the reason the Mavericks won." I said, if you have Manzella or a goalie that's on, it would have been a 3-2 hockey game. We still would have won. But it would have been a 3-2 hockey game.
So the question I have for you guys is, despite Bardo having a terrible game, I mean, what brings higher vibes into the championship game? Winning like that 7-2 or winning 3-2 in overtime?
7-2.
7-2.
Yeah. That place was
That place was electric.
The vibes are at an all-time high heading into the championship game. It couldn't have gone better for the Mavericks. The other thing I'll say, and then I'll shut up, is
no, you go as long as you need. I just talked for 5 minutes.
Well, one of the things I love to see is the potential emergence of some of these younger guys like Reed Morick and Mason LaBelle. 3 goals from them. Reed's absolute filthy goal between the legs in front of the net.
Yeah.
How absolutely jacked he was after he got his second one. Like, him and LaBelle are going to be studs for the next few years.
I was ready to throw my hat, and I was wearing the vintage hat. Those things were expensive.
There's no way they would have known which one was yours.
Only 2. Who's got the one with the 2 buttons?
Who's got the 2 buttons?
97 stains on it.
No, my vintage hat is clean. This one is still stains. It's brand new.
It's black too, so it's hard to stain, but
I put a black light on that. You're gonna see. No comment on what it is. No comment on what it is. I'm just saying you probably see some stuff.
That is how you pick up things on surfaces that you can't see. Absolutely. No, that's a good point. But no, Chad, I have that written down too. Like, Reed showing off some of that, that skill, that stick skill, that goal scoring ability. Like, we've given him so much praise this season about how he his tenacity and his kind of that like sandpaper on the ice, right? Like how rough, how his physicality, laying big hits, but to see him really coming out, like you said, as a goal scorer, I mean, that's been great. Samoza's staying hot. I mean, I think that might be one of the better Chattin Mavericks bumps we've had. I can't remember if he scored right away after he came on the show, but he came on the show after having a 2-goal weekend, and he has just been on fire since then.
Do you want to talk about the bump? Did you see? Did you see Shelly made us those like gold chains with like faces on it?
This is crazy.
Shelly was wearing 3 of them, and she wore the 3 of the goal scorers in the first period. She could have picked anyone on the team, and she wore the 3 of the kids that scored.
That's fantastic.
It was incredible.
What are the chances of that?
And I will say too, Chad, I mean, where the hell was Sardarian and Gordon this game?
Where's been Gordon all year?
They haven't even like
all year.
I mean, they were beyond invisible. And I listening to Tech's podcast, like their worry was like Sardarian has these games where like he just shows zero interest in playing hockey because it's not the kind of game he likes to play. And if that happens, they're worried. And clearly that something to that matter happens, because that was
I didn't notice either of them once. Isaac or Sardarian.
Gordon did get one in the third, but
that was
too little
in the
too late.
third?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, at that point I was so fired up from 7 goals and 7 beers that I did not care. I quite honestly don't even remember who scored that goal.
Really showing Nodak what they missed there, scoring the
Nodak decommit.
The ninth goal in a 9-goal game when your team's down. They're really missing him now.
Well, the last thought on Morik is I'll bet he's a captain. What we've seen from him already this year with goal scoring, leadership, he fought a guy. Like
I wouldn't be surprised if it's like Wheels. Yeah, where you get it as a sophomore, you get the A as a sophomore, and then you hold it, and then you get it the C the senior year.
Yeah. I just love what I've seen from those guys, and let's go, baby. We're in the chip again.
And the chip, and I mean, a couple other funny notes just from being in the rink. Probably one of the more funny moments. And I mean, after that, I think the 5th, 6th, and 7th goal, which is just wild to say after this season for what we've been able to do for offense. But I just was laughing hysterically. Like I could not stop laughing. I thought it was so funny. Like just, of course we're playing Tech and this is happening. Like I couldn't stop laughing. And the reason why I couldn't stop laughing was because they were so mad on their podcast that it was Gold Night. Alex McLetty was on there last week. And they must have posted, our team must have posted that it's a gold out in the middle of their recordings, because like Tim kind of cut people off and he's like, well, this just came across my phone. They're doing a fucking gold out. Just like it was the most, and again, not looking to, stomp on the guys that are already down or whatever, but I mean, it was the most
this week.
The most whiny sounding, like just angry, upset, whatever I've ever heard. Like it was so whiny.
After
and
they
pissy.
called us whiny on their podcast last week.
Like, you're doing a gold out. We have gold in our jersey too. Like, dude, our jersey is 90% gold, and that's what they're wearing.
And
we're gonna wear the gold
seed.
jersey.
Fuck you.
And I love what Jared Ribeiro said on one of the CCHA shows last week. He's like, Tech, you can't claim gold. It's not just your color. It's okay that someone else is very. But they were so mad, and that's when the game was over. So
did they throw a fit the first weekend of the year when they went to play the Golden Gophers?
It's a good point.
Like even like a Tech fan was like they stopped me in the hallway and they go, "We own gold." I'm like, your jersey that you are wearing right now is black. Like there's not an ounce of gold on it.
They were stupid.
They were so mad.
What do you mean?
Let's can we play our fight song right now? Hail to our colors, the purple and the
gold.
The purple and the
Gold.
Gold.
What's
Okay.
Tech's fight song? Do they say gold in their fight song?
No, I
Don't even
think
have
it's just
one.
like it's a bunch of zeros and ones.
We
'cause
are
they're
the nerds.
coding.
Watch us play.
Another funny thing that I wrote down here.
It's just the jingle for Joe Sean's used auto car. It's the jingle for his dealership.
North UP Michigan Ford dealers, whatever.
Come on down, Joe Sean's used autos.
Joe Sean would have pulled his goalie in the first period, though. We can all agree
That's
on
what
that.
I'm saying.
I will say one funny thing too. Tech has those cowbells that sound honestly kind of cool. But like I don't know what happened, but one of the kids carrying it like he dropped it and it broke. I guess they're 3D printed or something. And some little kid some little Maverick kid grabbed the handle of it and went over to the trash can, just chucked it in the trash can. And I was like, oh, because I just kind of talked to him about after walking out, and the kid's like, yeah, it's 3D printed. I can make another one. But they were just so sad. It was just, I almost felt bad for laughing because it was just seeing this little kid in a Mavericks jersey just pick up this handle, just right into the trash can.
It was
so
Steve's,
funny.
It was Steve's son's team that was sitting down there.
Yeah.
Big, like team of the game. And that was like, they went to the Tech game at Mankato and got like treated pretty poorly.
Yeah.
So, they were the third period because like the Tech fans were cheering for like 2 periods pretty loud for just being 5 of them, and this team was just chirping them the whole third period, just like wide, so quiet. And I'm telling you, Big the Tech fans are here. That team's like one section over front row.
Oh yeah,
and just
right in there,
to them, and
right on their
the
chin.
Tech fans left for like the second half of the third period. They went somewhere else.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
But I will say all this credit to Tech. They didn't do anything stupid. They didn't start trying to hurt our guys. They weren't throwing unnecessary plays, just out of frustration.
Bowling Green would have tried to take out like 12 of us.
Bowling Green would have murdered half our team with their skates. Yeah. So,
skating out there with their skate on their hand.
Yeah. So I give them credit where credit's due. That's definitely something that could have got out of hand, but it is almost one of those things where it was like the Mavericks scored so quick and so often that it was almost just too overwhelming. Like they didn't know how to react. Like
the game was over
just
in
like,
the first.
It was absolutely insane.
I think, like you said on that Jared, that thing after you, like it's Tech and Mankato's conference moving forward.
It is.
So there's a respect there between us, between the fan bases.
The rivalry's still there.
With that being said, I don't know why anyone would ever want to live in Tech, but in Houghton.
Chad, you got anything more on the weekend? I mean, what a result, man.
I mean, I was pretty pickled by the end of the second period.
Same.
But when they scored those 3 goals, I was just looking at that in a matter of 2 minutes. Yeah. 3 goals in 2 minutes. Like, I think people in the room thought I was watching a replay or something because it was just happening that fast, and I had been at it for so long that they were like,
Chad's watching
take a break.
The
I'm like, no,
game.
they're scoring. Look, they scored again.
Chad's watching the condensed game from 2 years ago.
Yeah, right. There's a couple Mavericks.
Guys, the game's not over. They're reviewing the overtime goal. Oh, it went under. We gotta go back.
Yeah.
There's a couple Maverick alums in the room that were hooting and hollering, but for the most part, people are like, I don't care what you're saying.
Are you bringing your presents in the mail this weekend?
Yeah. Are you nuts?
Championship Friday?
Heck yeah.
Are you sitting in your seats?
Hell yeah.
We're gonna figure that out. Steve got tickets today and he got a couple extras, and we're gonna figure out what the plan is. I'm not entirely sure who's coming from my crew, so
I have 2. I have 3. Me and Cam have 1 extra. My buddy might come to fill it, but if he doesn't, you can have Austin sit by us because us 3 in that row would be torture.
I'm not putting Austin in between you two.
No, he'd be on the far right.
Good.
Cam would be next to me.
Yeah, well, I like my leg room. But and then Juts, I guess last thing from that game too, getting on the Jumbotron. You were supposed to be up there, and then Joey had to take your spot due to some unseen for circumstances there. But that was kind of cool. You were down there though.
Yeah, we Cam knocked a drink out of someone's hand in the second goal, all over my lap, all over my nuts.
It's not. I did accidentally knock a drink out of Joey's hand. But I mean, we'll leave it at that.
So it looked like you pissed yourself?
Yeah, I was not.
That would have been an all-time content moment. You just wore it proudly.
That would have been pretty
I would
incredible.
also, like, I got down there and Ari's like, I might have had, like, did you ever see that one where it's like, you're probably not wrestling fans. I saw on my Twitter, it was like Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso after they won, and they were just hammered doing the presser, and they're like, yeah. It would have been like just me doing stupid stuff with the mic.
I don't watch wrestling. I haven't since I was 8.
I don't either. I just saw the clip. It went like viral.
Got it.
Cam struggled to guess the McNaughton Cup. We got to talk about that. It was like obviously the McNaughton Cup.
I thought it was the Mason. I didn't know what, like, you don't know it beforehand.
You said
because he drew
the
as
he said
drew the cup
as
first,
he's drawing the handles,
and then he started drawing the handles. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's the Stanley Cup, and then he started drawing the handles. So Juts is all over the place, but I didn't think it was that big a deal. But
did they ask your major?
No, they didn't. But they did ask what our podcast was. So
yes.
So we got a nice shout out there. That was sweet. How did I say it, Juts? It was like Chattin Mavericks podcast.
New episodes every Tuesday. Tune in every Tuesday. Yeah.
Sweet.
So,
it was pretty nails.
Shameless plug. Thanks for the director crew there to set us up doing that. That was
We're going to the moon.
We might get a couple more listeners. And we're trying to get through the ads on college hockey news here before we'll talk about this one other game. You guys got anything more though, or should we just take a quick peek at that St. Thomas Augie game?
So is there any chance Augie gets in still? I think it's like 0, right?
I think it's Augies are at an 18% chance to get in with an at-large bid,
and I'm pretty sure that would mean
right now
both of the teams in the Hockey E, or like, what did Jared text me?
Here, let's talk about this after we do this.
Sure.
Ad read, and then because that's like literally our next topic. So we shout out our boys over at Captain's Patch, because we're looking at the out of town scoreboard. The last time we get to do it this year in the hardest college hockey conference, the CCHA. Win or lose, if you're looking to booze, let's get our lips on a can of a Captain's Patch. This raspberry lemon infused shandy is perfect for any occasion, whether you're watching the Mavs score touchdowns on Tech, hitting up the ODR, stranded in Moorhead because of a snowstorm in a hockey tournament, pregame in Front Street, or whatever you're doing. Captain's Patch always satisfies. Wherever you end up finding your seat, be sure to snag a pic and tag Captain's Patch and 10K Takes on Instagram and X. Drink up, Mankato. Captain's Patch. Earn your seat. So, wanted to get that in there quick before we went any further. But Chad, what were you saying there about McMahon?
I saw Mike McMahon say on Twitter that there's no chance of a 2-bid CCHA.
That was like, I saw that today, right?
I agree too. But so what Jared says is Michigan has to win the Big Ten, which Adam Isley is going to win. So Adam Isley and Ohio State are going to win that.
Ohio State go on quite the run.
Yeah, right. Cornell or Dartmouth will win, so they are not going to steal there. And then he says, I think all Augie needs from there is UConn and UMass can't play. So if either of them make the title game and then lose, they can't. So it's pretty much not possible, really. It would be cool, but then when we win, they would take the Sioux Falls bid, I bet. And I want
that's the bit that I have that written down, Jets. It's a good call, because that's the big thing is if we want to go, if things go well against St. Thomas, whoever comes out of this championship game, and obviously hopefully it's the Mavs, Sioux Falls would be incredible for a regional tournament. And
I'm
then
on spring
if that's
break.
not the case, I'm assuming it would be out in Colorado, I think is the other one. I guess
one I'm
after
trying
that,
to go.
after that, I mean, it's all, I think the Colorado one's the next closest, and the other two are like 10 and 11-hour drives away over out east. So,
Oh, wait.
obviously,
I'll be in D.C. If we go out east. That'd be fire. I'll just extend my trip.
okay. All right. But anyway, St. Thomas beats Augustana 2-1. I wanted to throw that in there. Pretty even game from what I could see for the most part. I know Augie scored first, and they called that goal back. Bruce Vita Jr. reffing that game there. So I thought that was interesting. But they had it on at Mavericks before we went into the Mavericks game. I wasn't paying super close attention to it because I was putting down my plate of poutine. But
he did wave off a goal.
I don't know. What's that? That's what I said. Yeah. Thanks for paying attention, Juts. Chad, what do you got?
That was classic.
Okay, Juts has stopped recording. Oh, did he leave? Okay.
He gone.
Might have left. Okay. I don't know what's going on here. Chad, how are you?
So two things. It looks like Mike corrected himself. He said they do have a path.
Okay.
But pretty much what Ribedo was saying. And then the other thing was, did you see the quote from Rico after the game?
I saw people tweeting about it, but I think at that point we were in the rink, and like Grove Street was playing in my head. Just it's a party. Yeah. So I didn't really care to hear what Rico had to say. But what did he say?
He said something to the effect of, "Luckily, I've known Bruce a long time, so he gave me an extra second to look at it or something."
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
really?
It was crazy. Yeah.
Oh, that's not what you say there.
You got to media train your coach there, St. Thomas.
I wish I would have known that before we got on Doyle for giving out Rico's phone number.
It's also just like his shop phone number or his office.
His shop, his office.
Yeah, I mean,
workshop.
Shout out to the crack detective work for Doyle finding a phone number that anybody could have found, but
yeah,
still. Like, just what a, I don't know. I can't believe he said that. I got to believe he's joking, but you still don't say that, dude.
You don't. That's not the time. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's just a bad look on CHAs too, but they don't care because they're leaving. So
yeah, right.
Wow, that's insane. Yeah, I mean, only thing that I really have kind of looking here is like looking at the MPI right now, we're sitting at 17. I believe Augie's right at 16 and the Tommies are at 14. Everyone's like, oh, the Tommy's at 14. That's great. Well, if we're looking at it from a 2-bid thing, when we beat the Tommies on Friday, they're going to drop back. So that, and then obviously vice versa, if Tommies win, they're taking that bid with them. So it's not
like what Jared doesn't say is that we're going to steal a bid. Technically, we are going to steal Augustana's bid when like St. Thomas or Mankato will steal the bid from Augustana.
Not necessarily.
Mathematically.
Like they're 17, we're 17, we'll jump them with the auto bid. They're at 16, we'll push them out.
Oh, good point. Yeah. Okay, I see how you're saying that. Okay, yeah, because we would jump them assuming we would jump them with a win.
Well, it doesn't matter. We get the at-large bid, which would push us like ahead of them regardless, and then that would push them back one.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, it's crazy.
This will be a really stupid question that I don't think there's an answer to, or it's super obvious and I should have known this. But do you know like how many points you get for a win?
No
I guess
idea.
it's a roundabout way of asking what's the max NPI number we could get.
There's basically what I saw is we have to win an in.
I don't think it's a set in stone.
Like
Like it's not like you get 0.7 or something like that.
It's not. It's a
like
big
it depends
calculation.
who you beat. Yeah, it's like beating the Tommies is going to give you more points than beating,
Then Tech did last
Northern.
year,
I'm
or
assuming.
last weekend.
I asked that question because I'm trying to get to, is there any way we can
No.
play Western versus Michigan or North Dakota?
Oh,
Yeah, because that would be nice.
well, then the
little
only problem with
revenge.
that is that we're not in Sioux Falls. Because I'm pretty sure North Dakota is the host of Sioux Falls, so we play North Dakota, we'll be in Sioux Falls.
Well, he's saying if
I'm
we jump high enough,
I'm willing to sacrifice where they play to play somebody
Frozen
not
Four in
named North
Vegas.
Dakota or Michigan.
I think we could. I think we'd smoke. I think we beat North Dakota.
I love the confidence. Pretty good.
You heard it here first, man.
I think we beat.
I mean, granted, we thought the same thing of Western. I mean, we
were
going into
terrified
Western
to play
game.
Western.
I mean, yeah, but this no deck team's a lot better than Western was last year. But
we got.
Yeah,
they just got beat by.
I'll smooch you if you're right.
I'll take it, but
let's just hope. Let's hope Ovechkin isn't playing in a random game in Minnesota, and you can actually go to the game this year. And no, he's playing a random game in Washington. You won't even be there. Never mind. What am I thinking?
I fly back in. My flight lands 9 a.m. Thursday morning.
You didn't learn any lessons last year.
Did you not just hear that my flight lands in Minnesota at 9 a.m. on Thursday morning?
Yeah, you're not making it.
To Sioux Falls?
That doesn't mean anything.
Sioux Falls plays on Thursday. If we play in Sioux Falls, it'd be Thursday night. I'll be there.
That's if you get through customs.
We don't have to go through customs. We're staying in America.
Oh, that's right. My bad. All right.
Like what?
Chad, anything more?
There's a lot of things that need to happen right for you to make it to Sioux Falls. I mean,
my flight lands at 9 in the morning. It's what, a 3.5, 4 hour drive from the cities?
Yeah, but I can't picture you sitting still on a flight. Like I will see you on an Instagram video crashing out on a flight and getting hauled off by like 6 security guards.
I take it's at like the flight's at like 4 in the morning. What is my dumbass gonna do at 4 in the morning?
You're gonna be absolutely blitzed.
Yeah, you're
and try to
actually
get
not
on a
gonna
plane.
make it to Sioux Falls.
I'm gonna make it to Sioux Falls.
I will take.
Or I'll make it to New York.
Hey, we still got a hockey game before we kept saying Sioux Falls. Like we're already there. We got a hockey game to win on Friday, and I think that's what we should. Hypothetically, of course.
I will be there in
think
Sioux Falls if we play there.
Okay, got it. Yeah, and we don't even know
I
what's
might
going to happen
be in New York if we play there.
Selection on Bucci Gross's selection show on. Got it. All right. Well, let's throw it over. Let's talk about this upcoming game here. The Fitness for 10 series preview. It's a brand new year. Not really anymore because it's 3 months and I need to update this paragraph that I read for this ad read. But it is this next segment is brought to you by Fitness for 10. And if you're looking to get in shape, Fitness for 10 is here to crush you, help your goals. They have everything you need throughout their massive fitness facility located right in the middle of town on Madison Avenue. Upstairs, they got every cardio machine you could want. Downstairs, you'll find every free weight, squat rack, sexualized machines, pulley stations, whatever you're looking for, they got it downstairs, along with a brand new LFT studio, a spin cycle studio, and a separate personal training area. Sound nice? Yeah, it is. It's the best one in town. I've been going there for years and I love it. And you will too. Sign up at fitnessfor10mankato.com. I'll see you there. Rematch with the Tommies, Chad.
Every time you do that read, the first time I heard it, I thought you said sexualized machines, and I laugh. I giggle every single time you do that read because of the first time I heard it.
Section all eyes. But yeah,
I was thinking the sexualized, like with the
hip
leg
thrust or
the leg one.
The hip thrust machine.
Yeah. Sorry. Where were we?
I love it. St. Thomas coming to town. Mavericks, Tommies, and another CCHA Mason Cup Championship showdown rematch from last year. the path to get here for the Tommies, they go to overtime with Lake State. They win that one, the first round Mason Cup playoffs, and they beat them 5-2 the next night. And then they just come off of a 2-1 victory over Augustana on 4:00 on Saturday, right before our game. They'd have been on a little bit of a skid though in the month of February. They go on that several series run where they kind of end it with a split at Tech, but I mean they strung almost 10, 11 wins together there kind of in the middle of the year on either side of the break. Then you get into February and they win an overtime at Bowling Green, lose in regulation, lose in a shootout to Augustana, and then lose 4-0 the next night to Augustana. And then they lost to Bemidji State, and then that's obviously kind of that craziness that allowed the Mavs to take the McNaughton Cup there, and then they tie in a shootout win for their last regular season game there against Bemidji. So I mean, kind of like I said, Chad, what I'm really looking for in this game is all 7 of those goals, maybe except for Reed's, but you could also say Stender gave him a lot of help on that. But every single goal we scored on Friday was a team effort goal. It was winning puck battles, which sounds super cliche to say, but go watch the game. Almost every one of those goals came from sustained zone pressure, winning puck battles in the corners and digging them out, getting to the dangerous spots of the ice, getting shots on net from the point, from wherever, and just being hard in front of the crease. And I think to beat this Tommy's team, that is going to be what it takes. I mean, that's really all I really have to say. I'm assuming we're going to see Musser and net. That kind of sounds like that's the case.
He's played all 3 in the playoffs.
Yeah. So, I mean, Chad, what are you looking for when the Tommies come to town on Friday?
I mean, we haven't seen them for a couple months. I feel like every game we've played them this year, I mean, if you take away the one game where they lost in regulation and just shit the bed for about a minute and a half and just completely sold that game. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to even talk about how the games, because it's been 2 months since we played them. And the other games played the other one on Halloween and another one in early November. So these are 2 different teams. There's really no point in looking back at how those games
we
went.
haven't played Musser.
Right.
Yeah. We haven't seen Musser in that.
They lately, like you said, they've been stumbling a little bit.
Lost their MPI.
Yeah. They're kind of uneasy coming into the playoffs. It's still the championship game. It's still, I think if I don't go back to the first episode, I think it's the 2 teams we thought were going to be in the Mason Cup.
Yeah.
Their last CCHA game.
I think they've had players step up. We've had players step up since the last time we played. We were just talking about Morick and LaBelle.
Yeah.
I think we have the advantage. We're at home. We're coming in vibes at an all-time high. They sneak by Augustana. Maybe they're battered and bruised. Who knows? But this is going to be a war, just like last year's Mason Cup was a war, and we were victorious there. So, go get them.
Yeah,
and what are we wearing on Friday? I think we just got word from the athletic department officially.
I think Tech's gonna be pissed.
I'm hearing
live on air announcement.
I'm hearing that people are furious in Houghton, Michigan, that the Mavericks will be wearing their gold jerseys once again, meaning that we're going back-to-back gold outs. So wear gold, and if you don't have any gold, Chad, like you said last week, get down to Shields and sometime this week and buy something gold.
Yeah. Get a cut-off sweatshirt. I hear those are in right now. Some fat dude was wearing one on Saturday.
Yep, that's one way to do it.
Yeah.
Juts, what are you looking for? I know doesn't sound like we're going to see your friend Schroeder in net, but still should be a pretty good rivalry.
I don't know. His dad will still find a way to call me slurs. That's my favorite thing to say. It's my last time I can say it because he's a senior. But no, the Aaron Trotter thing at Tech at St. House has been so weird because he's been like their best goalie and now he's not playing, and then he's been like for like 4 years we're like he's got to be the starter this year, right? And but yeah, like Big Bake said, it's really hard to compare these teams to like, well, we did this against them last time. We were playing a freshman goalie who were his first 2 games, and until the Chattin Mavericks crew decided to change it up, we were getting destroyed at St. Thomas. It was 1-0, but we had nothing going for us.
I think it was 2. It was 2-0 going in the third, right? And then they scored. Was it 3 goals in the third to come back?
Yep.
Or do I have that wrong?
Yeah.
The Halloween
the
game.
Halloween. Or was it? I thought it was 1. I thought we won 3-1.
We won 3-1.
Yeah.
Yes, but were all 3 goals in the third?
It was 1-0 when we moved seats.
I think.
Yeah. That sounds right.
Okay. Yeah, I think. Again, like you said, Chad, long time ago.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
and then
you can't really compare, but
don't even really like remember the November 1st game really at all. But
yeah,
I mean, I know we lost.
Really.
We lost in overtime.
it's pretty. Yeah, overtime, pretty even
And
game.
then,
I mean,
you take that.
pretty good
You
battle.
take that minute out, and we're super even with the Tommies. I don't.
Oh, that was actually a great game.
Yeah.
That was the Jack Smith extra. Yeah, that was a great game.
Yep, that was a really nice game.
I don't know if I speak for all the CCHA, but if you're a CCHA fan, you should want the Mavericks to win this game. There should be no
Go get some gold, baby.
There should be no part of you as a CCHA fan that wants the Tommies to walk into Mankato, take the Mason Cup, and head over to the NCHC.
Yeah.
This game is. I don't like. People don't understand the significance of this game. Like, St. Thomas taking our trophy and leaving our conference would be possibly the worst thing to happen to the CCHA. I think it would be.
Are you listening, Don?
Like, the fact that, one, you let them walk.
Do the right thing, Don.
Or if you're one of those fans that's like, hey, well, we're not getting into that. We'll get into this later. I could have went on for 20 minutes about something that we didn't need to talk about.
Yeah, I was starting to wonder where this was going. But
if you're a CCHA fan, you should want the Mavericks to win this game. I know that we were called the most hated team, and we wear that proudly, but we are still, unfortunately, proud to be in the CCHA. So you guys should be cheering for the Mavericks. All right. I rest my case.
10-4, brother. Chad, you got anything more before we get into some X questions here? We got quite a few of them, so I thought we better get to them sooner than later.
I mean, just for the fan perspective, this game's going to be fun because we've gotten to know quite a few of the St. Thomas guys, and I think a lot of them are coming down. All the big Mikes and the big Reds and all those guys, and I hope Grease makes it. I don't know if he's coming down or not. But versus some it's just going to be more of an electric atmosphere than if we were playing Bowling Green or even Augustana. Really, their fan base doesn't really do much for me. But
no,
except for that one dude who I got flicking off the Mavs after they lost. That's the one guy I want to meet. But anyway, I just think the atmosphere is going to be awesome.
Yes.
Even just being the championship game. But the fact that it's against St. Thomas, the fact that, like Jut said, they're leaving after this season, and the fact that we've gotten to know some of the guys, it's just going to be a really fun atmosphere. I hope the place is packed, and it's going to be a great time. Get down there.
It's going to be a hoot. Going to the X questions here. Mav Man, we all know who this is. With Friday being Alex Tracy's final home game as a Maverick, what's your favorite Tracy performance / moment? I mean, I feel like this is kind of easy, just no-brainer answer here, but it's got to be the Western game. That was just masterclass. One of the best goaltending performances I've ever seen. Connor Hellebuck type shit, just insane.
Absolutely.
For me, it's just the whole sophomore or the whole junior year. Like, not allowing 3 goals in a game more than 3 goals in a game one time is a stat that we're probably never going to see again.
It's insane. That is, that is absolutely insane. Yeah. And I will say too, shout out to the student section getting a nice big pyramid going. That was a sight to see. That was beautiful.
Pictures of Bartle's mom.
And I don't know how we haven't brought this up yet, but they had printed off pictures of Bardaskevich's mom in not a lot of clothing. It's taken straight off Facebook, printed out. I mean, clearly worked. That was masterclass stuff from the student section. Incredible job. Stooges, Doyle, whoever orchestrated that.
He'll never admit
Unbelievable stuff.
But Bardo was rattled seeing his mom there.
Clearly. Derek Gorney, Juts, thanks for the big hug. Tex coach did a good job with his guys, not letting them run loose when the game was out of reach. Respect. Wonder what Sean would have had to say. Not sure why they didn't change goalies sooner. Bring on St. Thomas. Yeah, completely agree. I thought he was going to be out after the first period. Just the amount of shots and the amount of goals that were in. Not a great stat line. But yeah, totally agree. Anything on that one, guys?
Nope. I'm with you.
Juts, he thanks you for the hug.
Yeah. You're welcome.
What do we have to do to get this championship game changed to Saturdays each year? Yeah, I would prefer Saturdays. Just as you can spend more time downtown beforehand, and kind of the build up to it maybe seems a little bit better, but I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think?
No, I completely agree. I'm sure there's a good reason. I hope there's a good reason. Because if it's just if Strand says that's what he wants or whatever it is, fine by me. But from a fan's perspective, Saturday is the way to do it. Do it Saturday at even 7:00 Saturday, whatever.
Yeah. It should be on Saturday.
More time to pregame. I mean, for people like me up in the cities, it's not as difficult to get out of town.
Yeah, getting off work and getting down. Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Matt Borst, well, I don't think 7 goals on 11 shots is a repeatable expectation for next week in games. What do you think could really translate going forward to keep this goal scoring momentum up? Love seeing this team in front of the net and getting rewarded for it. Yeah, I mean, I guess we just kind of touched on that. But I mean, again, hard in front of the net. Winning puck battles, sustained ozone pressure. I mean, that led to pretty much every single goal. So, this seems like a pretty straightforward recipe. I mean, if we can play half as good as we did offensively on this past Saturday and Friday, I think we'll be in a good spot. Nick Mueller says, "Happy St. Thomas Hate Week to all those that celebrate. Can't let St. Thomas walk away with our trophy." Juts just elaborated on that. Absolutely. Matt fam got to show up on Friday, make the Mayo electric. Last year's atmosphere was unbelievable. Kind of bummed the rivalry is ending, but let's make this chapter the best yet. Yeah, this is a bummer that they won't be in conference. I mean, it's going to be a lot different not being in conference. I mean, not playing against,
we play them,
each other and stuff like that for championships. But no, I agree. You guys got Chad? You got anything on that? Kind of more of a statement, I guess. But
yeah,
I
got nothing.
Burnsy says UST sucks. Go Mavs. Amen. Another thing from your Rational Mavs fan. Let's really dive into this one here. That one's going to take us to 2 hours.
Yeah.
Another Irrational Mavs fan. Why the hell was Bardaskevich's leash so long? 7 goals on 11 shots. I would have yanked his ass after the 3 goals on 4 shots as their backup. Is their backup that bad, or is he really just the coach's golden boy? I mean, this season he seems like he's the coach's golden boy. I know at the beginning of the season, Tech fans were getting kind of frustrated seeing him play so much, and it seems like that just kind of came to fruition this weekend. So see what happens there. BC, since this is our last conference game against UST, I just want to say I'm really going to miss this rivalry. It's turning into such a great thing. I know we'll be playing non-con, but it's not the same. Having a legit rival so close, it was awesome, and really fired up both the fan base. Yeah, pretty much echoing what the other guy said here, but absolutely. Number 1 Jutting fan forever. Mavs are undefeated when Juts violates a statue before the game. So that begs the question, which statue is he going to terrorize on Friday?
Those
Juts,
Bulls balls are looking pretty good.
Oh, no. Oof. statue.
Yeah.
There's a statue that has. Yeah, we should clarify that for the
Statue gate.
listeners.
I'm off the
Statue
hook.
gate. I'm off the hook. Yeah. Shit, guys. That's our last one. You guys got any words of wisdom, battle calls going into St. Thomas here?
Protect
Well,
the
if I was
TCHA.
any good at doing podcasts, I would have hunted down like a post-game presser. Somebody had to have asked Coach McCall why he didn't pull
They
him.
did not post a post-game. They posted a post-game presser for Tech, Augustana, or not Tech, for Mankato, Augustana, and St. Thomas. They did not post one for Tech.
I watched it. It was a lot of softball questions. There was no like they're he's like, and pretty softball answers too. He's like, yeah, I liked how we played, and then like someone even asked like, what was the message after the first? And he's like, oh, just go out there and do it again. I'm like, really?
Are you sure?
That's well, I mean, they did. They did. They let in one more. They went out and did it again. So I mean, that was a brutal way to end their season. That was not good. Juts, anything more?
Gold's.
Thanks for holding your microphone in place.
It's nicer when I'm in my room because I have like the table right in front of my face, so like it's just right here. Gold's our color. That's all I'm gonna say.
Gold's our color. We own
Always
gold.
has been. I don't. That drives me nuts.
Tech in their
This isn't-
Napoleon
this isn't old
complex.
Yeah.
Little
Yeah.
brother always gonna
yeah.
whine.
They're wearing gold? That's so stupid. What are they doing?
Mom, he won't share.
Gold. We're the Golden Huskies. All right. All right. That'll do it for this episode of Chattin' Mavericks. Shout out to Play It Again Sports, 10K Takes and Captain's Patch, Maverick Sports Grill and Fitness for 10. And of course, thank you to all of Maverick Nation for tuning in this season. Hopefully we got a few more games to cover here. So we'll see you guys next week. Well, and more importantly, we'll see you at the Mayo because we're hosting the Mason Cup Championship on Friday, 7:07. Be there, wear gold, roll Mavs.
Hell yeah.
America.
Thank you for tuning in to the Chattin' Mavericks podcast. Please be sure to leave a review, subscribe, and share. Roll Mavs.